So let's talk about what you're gonna need. The first thing you're gonna need is a wig head. I got mine off of Amazon, and I highly recommend that you get one that is approximately the same size as your head. So what you're gonna wanna do is measure around and figure out the circumference of your head, and then order the wig head that's closest to that. My head is a little bit less than 22 inches, and so I ordered a 22-inch wig head. And then the next thing we need to do is to mark where your eyes are. So that's what I've done here with a little bit of black ribbon. I just pinned it on. And the way you do this is you measure from the crown of your head to your eyes, and then you get that measurement. Mine was about 7 inches. And then you want to do that on your wig head. You put it at the very tippy top like you did with your own head, and you measure down. And then you place your ribbon approximately in the same location down on the wig head. And try to make sure the left and the right are the same height, because you don't want one side of your bangs to be higher than the other side. You're going to need 2 clips, so I recommend getting, well, any clips will be fine. I'm using these. These are actually baby clips, but alligator clips will work. You need some kind of clip to clip away the layers that you're not going to be cutting, and you need craft scissors of some kind. You can get your typical long ones. I like to use short ones for cutting the wig hair. And you're going to need a rat tail comb. This is a very important tool, so make sure you get one with this long, thin handle. It's called a rat tail comb. All right, and so let's get started. Let me put on the wig that I want to cut today. It's an orange wig. You want to make sure that your wig is on-centered. So the way I check this is to make sure that the 2 sides here, the temples, are approximately the same distance on each side and approximately the same height. Once you're done putting your wig on your wig head, you want to clip away the hair on the sides that you do not want to cut. And I recommend making sure that you can cover the part of the right here where you can see this fabric here. You want to make sure you leave enough hair on the sides to cover that. And then I just like to take that hair and clip it out of the way. That's what these clips are going to be for. So I have the bangs in the front ready to go now, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to comb them out, and then I'm going to take the end here, the rat tail end of the comb, and stick it in right here. And do you see how there's a bit of fabric there that's visible? So each weft is sewn in, so you can actually get your comb across under there and separate out the bottom bit. And I like to do this 1 layer at a time because it's a lot easier to cut that way. So what I do is I take this and I clip it out of the way right here. There we go. And then I bring it down, and so you'll see the hair's a little bit of natural springiness to it, and when you pull it down with your fingers, you're actually increasing the length. So you want to take that into account when you cut. So I like to do 1 side at a time. Actually, I'll just do about this much on this side. And when it's springy, it comes up to here, but when I pull it down, it goes right here. So this is how I'm going to cut it, right above, right around where the eye line is, because it'll spring back up and be shorter. So I've got on one side, and then I'm going to do the other side. And basically the rest of it really is just a repeat of this process. So that's the first layer, and then, oh, there we go. We're going to, I'm going to fix that actually because that's going to bother me. This method I'm doing right now is just a straight across cut, but you can also shape your bangs to be pointed down a little bit like this. It's really quite flexible. Just, if you're going to do that, just cut at an angle. I think this is going to bother me, so I'm going to just trim it a bit. So, you can also chip like this. I'm not going to do, well, I can do a little bit, but I find that if you cut in layers, you don't have to do the chipping method quite as much. This part looks like it might get into my eyes, so I'm going to do a little bit of trimming here. You don't want any dramatic changes, so you can do a very gradual kind of chip, or I mean, sorry, taper is what I was going for. But this way you get a nice kind of length here, and let's see what it looks like with the sides down. So the last thing you will want to do is to check by putting the wig on and making sure that the length is where you want it to be. I think this is a good length for me, so I'm going to keep it like this. Thanks for watching!